Hello everyone, I'm GCROCK and it has been a long time since I've been stood here on the Division 1. So in today's video what we're going to have a look at is we're going to have a look at the global event Strike. We're going to have a look at what gear sets are available during this week's global event. I'm going to go through all the commendations and we're going to give you some hints and tips on any commendations that I feel are a little bit difficult. Strike is available now. I think it went live on Tuesday. We've got 3 to 4 days left on the event. So if you are playing the Division 1 right now, this is the video for you. I covered these videos back in the day. I was watching some over the last few days and they are absolutely terrible. So I thought, you know what, I was struggling for ideas today. Let's make a global event Strike video. So that's why, if you do enjoy the video, please do hit like, share it where you can to support it. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I cover the Division and the Division 2 content on there. So definitely come and subscribe and check me out. And at the end of the video or whenever you are finished, we do have a fantastic gaming community as well. It's full of Division agents. We're over 13,500 members now. We're partnered. Come check us out. The link is at the top of the video description. I promise you won't regret it. So first things first, we're going to have a look at the global event Strike. So on the board behind me, we can see that the global event Strike is always active. This is active everywhere. Even if you play survival, I don't think it's active in PvP though, but Strike is always active and enemies explode after they are killed. On the global event Strike playlist missions, you can turn on preemptive strike, and that is basically the strike behavior plus sustained incoming damage triggers a small explosion on agents. And if you really want to, you can turn on tactical strike, which is preemptive strike behavior, plus enemies are marked using strike explosions, and when killed, they damage all enemies. Ally to ally explosion damage is increased. You will need to turn that on for a few commendations, which we'll have a look at in a minute. But first, we're going to have a look at what gear sets are available this week. And there's some good ones. If you are on the Division 1 at the minute and you're grinding, you definitely want to get on this week. I know a few members of our community are. Shout out to Voodoo and co, who are really into the game at the minute. This week you can get the Banshee classified gear set, which is very good in PvP. You can get the defense gear set, which is huge. It is great for legendaries. It's great for any incursions on heroic. Part of my strategies to flawless legendaries and flawless heroic incursions was to have a defense or two in the team. So definitely grind out the defense classified set. And then you got Nomad classified gear set. Again, this is absolutely huge. It's a huge part of some of my flawless strategies. You definitely want to grind out the 6-piece classified Nomad 100%. And then the last one is a Predator's Mark classified gear set, which is a great gear set for PvP. You want all 4 of these gear sets this week, and you want to grind out this global event currency to buy as many of these as you can to get all of the pieces. So that's what you want to do. And if you want to grind out currency, the best way to do it, I always found, was Lexington Event Center. Just do that over and over and over, and you'll have enough GE credits to buy 3 of these caches every hour or so. There's a few other missions like Queen's Tunnel Camp that you can do. And there's others that people prefer, like Clear Sky. If you're really good, Clear Sky is a great one to grind. That's an incursion. You get loads more GE credits for that. But none of those missions are a part of the global event playlist missions. So you will just be stuck to the standard GE credits for them. So moving on to the commendations, this event was a huge part of my channel back then. Like, this was in December 2017, I believe. You'll see on screen now when I bring them up. I only started the channel in November 2017, and it was 2 months after I started the channel. Some of these videos really took off and helped us grow, so it was a big event for me. But these are the order in which I completed them in, I think, starting with the one I got last. We're going to go through them now and give you any tips that I have for you, because these are another big part of global events. You know, you got the gear sets, but you also got the commendations you can go for. They reward you with patches or masks. So we've got to go through each one now and what you got to get done before the global event ends. As soon as the global event ends next week, you won't be able to obtain any of these. So if you are grinding for these, I will give you as many tips as I can. So the first one here is Strike Boss Killer. That requires you to kill 150 Riker bosses during Strike. You just need to do any Riker mission, and you'll get the jungle mask for doing this. It is a bit of a grind. You can see this is the last commendation that I got, and that's why. So what you can do to cheese it though, any Riker mission, if the boss comes out and he's got enemies with him or her, you can kill the boss, die to the enemies, they'll respawn you at the last checkpoint, sorry, and you can just keep on going again and again and again. It's better than replaying the whole mission all over. So that's one way of doing it, and my top tip for that commendation. Rampage requires you to kill 100 enemies using your own strike explosion. So as we just said, I think you got to turn on the second modifier for strike, and when enemies damage you, it creates an explosion around you once you take so much damage. Well, the aim of this is being close to enemies when that explosion goes off, and that will kill them. So just use like a tanky build, a defense build, for example. Get near enemies, get their health low, let your strike explosion kill them, and you need to do that 100 times. It was a real annoying one, but if you want that patch, you'll do it. Moving on to Boom Boom, this requires you to kill 15 enemies using explosive ammo during a preemptive or tactical strike mission. This can actually be quite tricky, and I did a video on this. This is one of the videos I watched back before making this video today. I did it in December 17, and it was dreadful. I could have explained it in about 2 minutes and the video went on for 12. I'm going to explain it in like 30 seconds. Now, all you got to do is have explosive ammo. When you first load into the game, you should have 3 stacks of this, and there's all got to be inside of one mission. So use your explosive ammo where there's loads of enemies, kill as many as you can, and you need to get 15 before the mission is over. If you get to the last area of the mission and you run out of explosive ammo and you can't get any more kills, what you can do is switch out to another character. It will keep your progression. Start a mission with that character, use explosive ammo, and it will continue, and you can finish off this commendation. Nice bit of cheese. Makes this commendation very, very easy. Strike Reviver requires you to revive 100 agents while playing Strike Playlist. So this has to be on one of the playlist missions, which we'll have a look at in a minute. And you just got to revive 100 agents. Very easy to do. Spray and Pray, you got to complete the Strike Playlist using only a submachine gun. And there you can see on the right-hand side of the screen, the Strike Playlist. You got Lincoln Tunnel, Lexington Event Center, Times Square Power Relay, Warren Gate Power Plant, and Stolen Signal. Now, all you've got to do here is make sure you got a submachine gun equipped and don't run out of ammo. Do not switch the weapon. If you do run out of ammo, it will switch it automatically, so just be mindful of that. And just complete all of these missions while only using an SMG. And to correct myself from earlier, Lexington Event Center is on the playlist, so that is definitely the mission to grind out our GE credits this GE. Detonator is next, and you've got to mark 150 enemies in Tactical Strike. This is really easy to do. So you just play on Tactical Strike on any of those missions that I just mentioned, and what happens is enemies get marked. So while you're marking them, it's all automatic. Eventually you'll get 150 marked, and you'll get this commendation. It's not difficult at all. Just keep on playing on Tactical Strike. Close Security requires you to complete all preemptive or tactical strike missions with all agents using only security wing skills. So this is quite straightforward. What you're going to do is just complete all of those missions with only security skills. So in your team, you cannot have medic skills, you cannot have tech skills, but the talents are okay. So like combat medic on the medic tree is absolutely fine. Don't worry about your talents, it is just your skills. Make sure that your whole team only has security wing skills, and the only one that's going to prove any difficulty is Stolen Signal, which we'll cover soon. I have a video for that showing you how we did it, and that is going to be linked in the video description. So just complete all of them and that will unlock. On a strike requires you to complete the strike playlist using preemptive or tactical strike on every event. Very straightforward. And a security officer requires you to complete all preemptive or tactical strike missions with agents using only security wing skills. That's exactly the same as call security. You'll get it along with that. Strike Cash Grab requires you to buy 30 superior global event caches during strike. So make sure that you're buying those. Once you got 30, the commendation will unlock. Pyromaniac requires you to kill a marked enemy with a grenade to damage another enemy. That was a little bit tricky. I believe I did this on Lexington Event Center before you go down the lift when all the enemies spawn. Basically, what you've got to do is just get enemies marked, kill a marked enemy with the grenade. Once he dies, he explodes and he's got to cause damage to another enemy. Once he's done that, this will unlock. It's quite straightforward, but it's just tricky to pull off. Keep on trying. Basically, just keep marking enemies in groups and keep on throwing grenades. Best way to do this is on a hard difficulty. You're going to have tactical strike on, obviously, to mark enemies, but make sure you don't put it any harder and aim for red bars. Next is backup security, where you're going to complete a preemptive or tactical strike mission with all agents using only security wing skills. You'll get this when going for security officer. Feeling secure is exactly the same. Complete a preemptive or tactical strike mission with agents using only security wing skills, but you can do this solo. Again, you'll get this while going for the others. Next is having a riot. If you complete all the events in the strike playlist, you'll get the strike patch, so that you'll do easily. You have Running Riot, where you got to kill 500 Rikers during strike, which you can do easy. Just focus on Riker missions. You'll definitely get that going towards the Riker boss. Handbags at dawn, you got to set down 150 support stations. So just keep on putting it down, picking it up, putting it down. That'll work, I believe. If that doesn't work, you might have to destroy the support station. But either way, very easy to get. Best Frenemies gives you a mask. It gives you the classic mask. And what you're going to do is complete a strike mission without taking explosion damage from an ally. So you got to play with somebody. Just stay well away from them. Let them go ahead of you. Complete a strike mission. And this is very easy to do. How do you do that? You got to complete a strike activity without triggering an explosion on yourself. So basically, don't take any damage. It's got to be on preemptive or tactical strikes. You can't just put it on strike. Just like I said, just make sure you don't take damage. Stay away from the enemies, and this isn't too difficult at all. To make this very easy, run in a group, let your teammate do all the work, and just sit back. Death by association requires you to kill 25 Rikers via a death grenade explosion. So this is the same as the one before where you got to get 100 of them, but this has to be Rikers. Just make sure you're doing it on Riker missions, take damage, take their health bar low and let your explosion kill them. Once you've done 25 of them, you'll get the pull in the pin patch, which looks really sick. And then next is baby steps, where you got to complete an activity in the strike playlist. You'll get this very early on. And then there's bomb proof. This is the very first one that I got in December 2017, and it required you to complete a strike activity without taking any explosion damage. I believe I did it solo. It said you got to be on preemptive or tactical strike, which means if you take too much damage, you will create an explosion. So just don't take damage and you'll be fine. Again, an easy way to do this would be in a group. Let your teammate go ahead of you and just don't do any work, basically. And you'll also get the rider mask for completing this. And this is the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. The hardest part of this commendation list is completing Stolen Signal with only security wing skills. We actually helped a lot of people back in the day with that, so good luck with that. I hope you can get it done if you're going after the commendations. It is a tough one. It's only for a patch though, so it's not like it's for a mask, which, you know, if you can't do it, doesn't make it too hard of a pill to swallow. But that is it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I thought I'd do something different today. We did a Division 1 video. If you did appreciate it, please do hit like and share to support it. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe for more Division content from me. I'd appreciate it. I cover a lot of content. And we also stream a lot as well. We're streaming some raid content on the Division 2 tonight from 8 PM UK, so check that out. And now we are done with the video. Do check out my video description for a link to a fantastic community. A lot of Division agents to link up within there if you need to. And it's a great place to be. You won't regret it. Definitely come and check us out. This is it for me though. Thank you all for watching this video today, and until later or next time, stay safe and peace out.